Princess Kate and Prince William given major royal family roles for Emmanuel Macron's state visit. Princess Kate and Prince William will take center stage in welcoming French President Emmanuel Macron and his wife Brigitte when they arrive for their state visit to the United Kingdom next week. The royal couple will greet the French President and Mrs. Macron at RAF Northolt on Tuesday, the 8th of July, on behalf of King Charles III. Following this initial welcome, William and Kate will accompany the French presidential couple on their journey to Windsor. The Prince and Princess of Wales will then join the King and Queen for the formal ceremonial welcome at the royal dais on Datchet Road in Windsor. Their prominent role continues as they participate in the carriage procession through Windsor town alongside their Majesties and the French visitors, marking a significant diplomatic moment for the royal couple. A royal salute will be fired both in Windsor's Home Park and at the Tower of London to mark the occasion. Upon arrival at Windsor Castle's quadrangle, the presidential couple will receive a Guard of Honor royal salute whilst the regimental band performs both the French and British national anthems. President Macron will inspect the Guard of Honor alongside the King before rejoining Queen Camilla and Mrs. Macron. The Prince and Princess of Wales will stand with the royal party to observe the military ranks march past. Following the ceremonial welcome, their Majesties will escort the French President and his wife into Windsor Castle. A formal lunch in the state dining room will follow, attended by various members of the royal family, before the King and Queen show their guests a specially curated exhibition of French-related items from the royal collection in the Green Drawing Room. The state banquet at Windsor Castle on Tuesday evening will see the King and Queen host President Macron and Mrs. Macron, with members of the royal family in attendance. Both King Charles and President Macron will deliver speeches at the start of the banquet. On Wednesday morning, the French presidential couple will privately visit St. George's Chapel at Windsor to lay flowers at Queen Elizabeth II's tomb. The King will then show President Macron the Windsor Castle Gardens, focusing on nature restoration and biodiversity projects in the gardens and Great Park. Queen Camilla and Mrs. Macron will join their husbands to view a historic char-à-banc carriage gifted to Queen Victoria by King Louis-Philippe of France in 1844. They will also see Fabuleux de Maucourt, a horse presented by President Macron to the late Queen Elizabeth II during her Platinum Jubilee celebrations in 2022. Following their Windsor Castle welcome, President Macron and Mrs. Macron will travel to London on Tuesday afternoon to lay a wreath at Westminster Abbey's grave of the unknown warrior and tour the historic church. The French president will then address parliamentarians in the Royal Gallery at the Palace of Westminster and meet MPs and peers. At Lancaster House, President Macron will hold separate meetings with opposition leader Kemi Badenoch and Liberal Democrat leader Sir Ed Davey. Wednesday's program includes President Macron visiting Imperial College London to view an AI and Emerging Technology Innovators exhibition. The Macrons will join Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer and Lady Starmer for lunch at 10 Downing Street. That evening, the Duke and Duchess of Gloucester will accompany the French couple to a Guildhall banquet hosted by the Lord Mayor and City of London Corporation. The state visit concludes on Thursday the 10th of July with a UK-France summit at Downing Street. President Macron will join the Prime Minister for bilateral talks, meeting with UK and French delegations before participating in a plenary session. The three-day visit represents a significant diplomatic engagement between the two nations, with the Prince and Princess of Wales playing a central role throughout the ceremonial events. Their involvement in greeting the French president at Rath Northolt and participating in the carriage procession and state banquet underscores their increasing prominence in state occasions. The presidential couple will depart the United Kingdom on Thursday afternoon, concluding a visit that encompasses royal ceremony, parliamentary engagement and bilateral discussions on key issues facing both nations.